welcome back to Lex Alexis for another live stream. Today we are going to be previewing Cardiff versus Blackburn Rovers. You could argue a bit of a meaningless game, but I wanted to do a watch along this weekend, or this weekday I should say. I don't know why I'm still in weekend mode, but it's Tuesday today and I actually finished work a little bit earlier than normal today, so I'm going to use this time to enjoy watching this game, hopefully. I do have the fear that maybe there won't be many goals in this one, bearing in mind of how those teams have been in recently, but with any hope, with you guys here, it should be a really fun stream. It should be a really intriguing game to watch, as we still see Cardiff managerless at the moment and Blackburn still going about their way at the moment. There's some Champions League games playing today. There's some League One games playing today as well. I'm regrettably not at Portman Road to see Ipswich play against Cambridge. It was unfortunately a very little notice for me, so I unfortunately can't go to that. But I am definitely want to see Ipswich play again, but they do seem to be doing well without me attending their stadium at the moment. So long may that continue at the moment. And I think Gatsby just got scared because I've now started talking. Let's see who's here. Vijay, thank you. Charlie, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Mark Cousins Barmy says Road to Glory. Charlie says Leeds are beating Tranmere 3-2. It's only EFL trophy. If that's so, then good, well done to them. Blue Terror, nice to see you guys as well. Road to Glory is saying that Callum Robinson is scoring 2 goals tonight. If there was any player in Cardiff who I think is most likely to score, it's going to be Callum Robinson. Just sorry, I had to adjust something there. But yeah, this is what we've got so far. Yeah, I know Gatsby is confused probably. He was actually staring at me, and if I actually turn my camera properly, he's now got his back to me. So yeah, he doesn't like what I'm doing here, but he's actually here, and that's actually the 3rd consecutive stream that Gatsby's here as well. It's a weird sign. He goes through pigs and troughs. He'll go missing for a couple of streams, and then all of a sudden he'll go on every single stream again. Right, first swig of water. Now, let's actually preview what's going on with the championship, because it is officially 7:45 now. Most of the games taking place tonight in the championship will be kicking off. And let's actually preview those teams right now. If I can find the games, they'll be very nice. Right, Sunderland and Blackpool have already kicked off. So has Bristol City and Coventry. They're all going to start kicking off. And I like in the update that SofaScore's got. In fact, it looks really good. Oh my god. Okay. So, for Sheffield United, you've got Fotheringham in goal. Basham, Egan, Norrington Davies as your back three. Bulldog, Berg, Oliver Norwood, Tommy Doyle, Jaden Bogle, Ilman Ndiaye, and Oliver McBurney. I don't know if this is many changes from last weekend, but it's looking pretty much the same. With QPR, you've got Deanne, Kenneth Powell, Jimmy Dunn, Balogun, and Ethan Led. Balogun had a little bit of a moment to forget about Mill's consolation goal, really. But no, not Mill. What am I thinking of? I literally, I don't know why. Bristol City's consolation goal, really. Defensively, he could have done a bit better there. But Kenneth Powell was a good part in terms of getting the assist for the second goal for Tyler Roberts, who is playing also today. Sam Field, Luke Amos, Andre Dozzle, Ilias Chair, and Willock. Ilias Chair is the striker. Okay, then. Now, that excites me a little bit. I think that is a good move by Jimmy Dunn there. Benches, you've got the likes of Davies, Gordon, McAtee, Arblaster, Brewster, Sharp, and Reader Cadra for Sheffield United. For QPR, you've got Archer, Clark Salter, Dickey, Adoma, Johansson, Irabagunum, and Lyndon Dykes. So Lyndon Dykes not even starting. Bristol City was the next game that kicked off, so let's preview them next. Dan Bentley starts with Zach Viner, Cal Naismith, Robert Atkinson, Mark Sykes, Hanno Masengo, Andy King, and Jada Silva. Okay, Andy King and Hanno Masengo starting is interesting. I don't necessarily see them starting many games. Andres Vyman's playing. Now, Tommy Conway was dropped, for what I know, because I knew he definitely started for Bristol City there. I mean, Tommy Conway, you definitely got to treat with the right way. You know, with him being a young player, if he has one bad game, he definitely needs to keep grounded, and I think that's a good thing for what Nigel Pearson's done here. And Naki Wells is the other strike partnership, a very attacking team still. With Coventry, you've got Ben Wilson, who keeps his place in goal, keeping Coventry's first clean sheet of the season, actually. John Panzo with Callum Doyle, Carmen Vasdeen, Bidwell, Alan Palmer, Sheaf, Dabo, Godden, and Gyökeres. Looking a pretty decent team on paper. Now Luton Huddersfield. This is the only other team we've not previewed yet, minus the Cardiff one. In fact, Reading and Norwich are playing tonight as well. Completely forgot about that. Even Horvath is in goal with Onyedinma, Tom Lockyer, Dan Potts, James Bree, Alan Campbell, Henry Lansbury, Amari Bell, Jordan Clark, Elijah Adebayo, Carlton Morris. That's a strong team for Luton. For Huddersfield, you've got Nee Nichols staying in goal despite the mistakes he made. Luke Mbete, Tom Lees, Michael Helix, Silbert Thomas, Dwayne Ohms, Kamara, Kasumu, Jackson, Jordan Rhodes, and Danny Ward. For the bench for Luton, you've got Isted, Bradley, Doughty, Impanzu, Nelson, Petit, and Harry Cornick. Harry Cornick's really not getting a lot of game time at the moment. Bilokapik is on the bench for Huddersfield alongside with Boyle, Turton, Ruffles, Rudoni, Kessler, and Conor Mahoney. Right. And I'm happy in a way that we've not got any goals yet in the Championship, so I've not missed any at the moment. Of course, we are... It's a huge top-of-the-table clash, the goal, by the way. It's happened between Plymouth and Sheffield Wednesday, and Plymouth have taken the lead with a Ryan Hardy goal. Anyway, just before we move on, and I'll go back to comments... we disconnected, didn't we? Great. Right, so sorry about that. There was clearly a network problem there. Cardiff team look like this. So you got Romeo, Perry NG, Cedric Kipre, Nkuku, Ojo, Rintel, Rena Motta, Callum O'Dowda, Romain Soares, and Callum Robinson. For Blackburn, you've got a team of Kaminsky, Britton, Ayala, Hyam, Hedges, Travis, Smaldix, Pickering, Ben Burrows and Diaz, Tyrese Dolan, and John Butley. Now, that's a good team. That's a really good team that Blackburn have got out there. Cardiff, with their bench, you've got Alnwick, Nelson, Simpson, Velogian Bidace, Rawls, Harris, and Gavin Wright. For Blackburn, you've got Hayden Carter, Scott Wharton, Tyler Morton, Bradley Dance, Sam Gallagher, and George Hurst in the team. Now, apologies, because at the moment, unfortunately, I lost pretty much all my tabs, which is very annoying. In fact, I know a way that I can restore them, actually. Hang on a minute, I'm just going to quickly do something. Oh, please how close it is. Oh my god, that was a bit lucky. Right, Marseille are 4-1 up against Sporting, by the way. I don't know what's happened there. Am I actually live? Am I live? Is my chat not being sunk here? It says I'm live, but just checking. I am live. Right, okay. That's good to know. Apparently I am live, but have I actually got a chat right now? Right, no, I do have a chat, but it's not need to refresh it on Streamlabs because it's not showing at the moment. I don't know what's happened here. Streamlabs is not refreshing my chat. Okay, well, I'm going to have to see the chat via YouTube then, rather than Streamlabs. Sorry about that, guys. It was not me ignoring you guys if you guys were commenting. It was due to the fact that I think I got disconnected. So, unfortunately, the chat is now disconnected and I can't seem to get it back. Chesterfield are 1-0 down to Dagenham and Redbridge. That is a big result because Dagenham and Redbridge aren't doing so well right now. And, of course, Chesterfield fallen from first to third, actually. And they'll be keeping an eye tonight because Notts County are at home to first place Wrexham. So that game could really give Chesterfield a really good chance here. But they're not taking that chance at the moment because they have fallen behind at home against Dagenham and Redbridge. I'm also just opening the League One SofaScore, and I'm also going to look at Champions League as well That I think is going to be another thing that I want to keeping up to date with. There's a second goal at home park between Plymouth and Sheffield Wednesday. This game has really gone to a really quick fire start. So Ryan Hardy originally gave Plymouth, the lead, but Sheffield Wednesday are back in it already with an equalising goal. I wasn't able to see who scored it. It was Liam Palmer now. I just got the name. So Liam Palmer scores the equalising goal. That is a huge goal. As you can see in the League One table, Plymouth would have been on 28 points with a 4-point gap from Ipswich. But now it's been cut down to 2. Ipswich also got to play tonight. They are at home at Portman Road against Cambridge. Looks like that game's not started yet. Don't know what's going on with that. I mean, if I was at Portman Road, I probably would know. Anyway, with all the other championship games, it's still currently 0-0. Before I read comments, sorry, I know I feel like I'm ignoring you guys, but there's a lot to cover. I'm also going to look at Reading and Norwich as well, since I've not covered them. Oldham are 1-0 up against Scunthorpe, against the two teams recently relegated from League 2. You've got Joe Lumley. Joe Lumley's back in goal, okay. You've got Hutchinson, Tom Holmes, McIntyre, Hoylett, Luam, Jeff Hendrick, Guinness Walker, Forner, Ince, and Carroll. Now, that's an awesome looking kit if Norwich are going to wear that. You've got Tim Krul, Sam Byram, Omar Babadeli with Grant Hanley, Max Aarons, Kenny McLean, Liam Gibbs, Marcinio Nunes, Aaron Ramsey, Tim Mapuki, and Josh Sargent. But ultimately, our attention is on Cardiff and Blackburn today. Such a pain that Streamlabs is not doing its job right now because I have to keep checking back and forth. Right, let's catch up with comments. So sorry about that. Thoughts on Wild against that, says Ryan Giles. I'm not surprised. Honestly, now it's felt like a couple of games too long, and unfortunately, there's very little progress. And when there's that little progress, you know, with considering what they've have actually spent in the window, it's not really encouraging. And I do think the board have to be accountable for it. Whether they will accept that accountability is another question, really, to be honest. But I feel really bad for Middlesbrough fans because they've been promised a lot. They've been asked, you know, with a great manager to be backed, and it doesn't feel like he was backed. But also, it's not like Wilder didn't make mistakes in his part. It was just a combination of a lot of things that just went wrong, sadly. Am I doing a Saturday stream? So if so, am I right home just as you start the stream? Depends if there's a... Oh, in fact, I don't know if Ipswich are playing at home this Saturday, because I was speaking about it with the people in office yesterday. I think they are away, but sometimes I get their games mixed up. Right, yeah, they're away to Morecambe, yeah, because I remember them speaking about Morecambe. Right, so no, I will be doing a watch-along Saturday. I will be doing a watch-along indeed, so get excited for that. Hi, pal, coming in shots, says Lequan. I mean, I did say that I think Nottingham Forest are in utter risk and peril right now, but is there... Oh, sorry, I thought there could have been a chance there, but Casey Palmer looking like he had a decent opportunity for Coventry there, but nah, it's just gone over the goal. Yeah, Forest are not going through a really good spell now. 5 defeats in a row. And is the door going to be shut onto Cooper now? If so, who can they bring in that will be a suitable replacement, really? It's just... I do fear for them, I really do. Apparently Mark Hudson's going to become the Cardiff manager, with Joe Ledley being the assistant. Okay, that's going to be an interesting team. Connor Stone, welcome to the stream. Sorry for ignoring you for so long. Sorry. Horvath, Panzo. Yeah, the stream was lagging. Sorry about that. I only just put your predictions in a few minutes ago. Don't worry. I'll look at them now. I mean, no one scored yet. Oh, no, I say that. We do have a goal, and it's Huddersfield Town. And I don't think I predicted Huddersfield to score, which is not good for my predictions. Great. Right, I've just got them. In fact, a lot of you have actually, three of you actually have posted your predictions very, very late. But that's all right. That's all right. I'll just save them now. Just as long as they're not edited, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you literally got them right on, like 2 minutes late. But I will be fine with that. You know, it's too little time for anything to be settled. Hudson goal, by the way, came from a Carlton Morris own goal, which makes things intriguing. Right, the youth team for Chelsea are losing, unfortunately, against Oxford United. Matt Taylor scoring for Oxford there. Our EFL trophy doesn't really get, well, this particular game in the EFL trophy for the Chelsea youth team has not gone to plan. Mansfield has just equalised. Is that against Derby? I think that's against Derby. Yeovil goal, Mansfield goal. Yeah, I do watch along of Liverpool Rangers. Oh, that's going to be a big game there. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on it. Seb, welcome to the stream. Yeah, Streamlabs, you brat. I am literally saying that in my breath right now. Yeah, Charlie was saying Sheffield Wednesday. Let's get into 1,006. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. Dan Raj, welcome to the stream. How are you feeling about the Coventry game, by the way? Her fans got arrested at the Liverpool Rangers game. Well, it feels like there's a big goal, by the way, in the National League, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, it's a huge rivalry, which it shouldn't feel like a rivalry, but because they barely play against each other. But considering it's an England versus Scotland clash, it's going to have that rivalry within it. It's already wrong there. Big goal in Notts County, yeah, that's what I was just about to talk about, Charlie. Notts County, second versus first, and it's second place Notts County who take the lead. Macaulay Langstaff with the goal. Now, that's a big goal for Notts County because then they can get some distance from Chesterfield and overtake Wrexham at the top. Marseille 4, Sporting 1, by the way, guys, is full time. And in fact, what I'm going to do is quickly preview the Champions League games as well, since a couple of you will be wanting to know about that as well. Ajax and Napoli, what have they got as a team? You've got Passaver with Wrench, Timber, Bassi, Blind, Taylor, Alvarez, Tadic, Bergi with Bergis or Bergi, I don't know how you say it, Bergwijn and Kudus. I think I made a joke about this particular striker before. With Napoli, you've got Mere, Oliveira, with Romani, Min Jae Kim, Giovanni Di Lorenzo, which we know about with his international duty, Zielinski, Lobotka, Anguissa, Lozano, Raspadori, which we England fans are going to be haunted by with his performance against England, and Kvaratskhelia. That's, I think, how you say that. Very sorry if I butchered any of those names there. Liverpool Rangers has just kicked off, and definitely one of my not my employers, but definitely one of my work colleagues is a Rangers fan. So he, I think, is going to Anfield tonight as well. So let's see if he enjoys it. You've got Allison with Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, and Sheikmas. You've got Thiago. I don't know why I called him by Alcantara. Thiago, Jordan Henderson, Salah, Jota, Diaz, and Darwin Nunez is starting. Rangers have got McGregor, Barisic, King, Davies, Coulson, Tavernier, Tillman, John Lundstrom, former Sheffield United player, Stephen Davis, Ryan Kent, and Alfredo Morelos. So that is the Group A. For Group B tonight, you've got Club Brugge versus Atletico Madrid, where they have been on a house on fire. Club Brugge has started really well in their group. They've got Mignolet in goal, Adoy, former Fulham player there, Micheli, Sila, Magia, Nielsen, Onidika, Benaken, Buchanan, Jutla, and Sora. For Atletico Madrid, you've got Oblak, Mandava, Jimenez, Savic, Molina, Carrasco, Coke, Witzel, Lorente. How is Carrasco still playing? Carrasco feels like one of these players that has left ages ago, but somehow he's still there. Then you've got Morato and Griezmann up front. There's a goal in the EFL Trophy in JobServe Community Stadium with Colchester. We've conceded to Charlton. Albie Morgan in the 17th minute makes it 1-0 Charlton. For Porto, goalkeeper, how is that going to fare? João Mario, who we know all about. Pepe, Carmo, Wendell, Pepe. I don't. There's two Pepes just to make it confusing. Uribe, Estuiquio, Bruno Costa, Evanilson, and Teremi. For Leverkusen, you've got Herdecki, who is an international Finnish goalkeeper. Hincapi, Tapsoba, Tar, Frimpong, Andrik, and Ruiz. There's Hudson Odoi. I'd love to see him do well there. Hozek, Diaby, and Patrick Schick up front there. Well, I thought a buzz came on my phone for a goal, but it was actually Charlton's goal. Inter Milan and Barcelona. Right, should have done this one first, shouldn't I? So, with Inter Milan, you've got Onana, Skriniar, De Vrij, Bastoni. I'm missing the game. I'm literally getting carried away looking at the teams and I'm missing the game. I'm literally not doing my job. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I've literally just looked at the time and it's just... I've been carried away and fixing my stream and all of that. And I've gone to the wrong settings. Oh, that's just great, isn't it? Oh, that is brilliant. What a start this has turned out to be. I'm bending the rules today. You don't get your Cardiff and Blackburn. No, you're gonna get a commentary over it. Sorry guys, it's just a misjudgment of time in my part. I was getting too carried away going through all the teams. Right, it's on right now, and I'm definitely watching it. 3 minutes in, nothing's happened by the looks of it. Anyway, the rest of that team, you've got Skriniar, De Vrij, Bastoni, Darmian, Barella, Canaloglu, Mkhitaryan, DeMarco, Martinez, and Correa. That's a very strong Inter Milan team. With Barcelona, you've got Ter Stegen, Alonso. Ooh, okay. There's Marcos Alonso actually starting there. With Eric Garcia, Christensen. Oh, look at that. That just rips my heart in one, where you've got two former Chelsea players playing there. Roberto, Gavi, Busquets, Pedri, Rafinha, Lewandowski and Dembele. Are Barcelona really going to rattle me for the fact that we should have three of those players? And Frankfurt and Spurs is the only other team I've not previewed. Trapping goal with Tuta, Hasebe, Nadika, Yatic, Rhodes, So, Knauf, Lindstrom, Kamada, and Muani. With Spurs, you've got Lloris, Longley. Oh, I'm interested to see how he goes. Dyer, Romero, Emerson. God, I'm surprised he's been selected here. Højbjerg, Bentancur, Perisic, Son, Richarlison, and Harry Kane. Right, let's go back to what we were supposed to be doing in this stream today, which is going to be commentating through Cardiff and Blackburn. Although before I do that, I'm still delaying it a little bit more. Streamlabs, can you chat just please work? I can't refresh it. It's Streamlabs is broken. Anyway, there is an equaliser in that game, so Huddersfield didn't take the lead for no. Michael Healick, so it's the tale of the two own goals. Colton Morris and now Michael Healick. That makes it 1-1. Okay. Now we can actually cover the game that I was supposed to be covering this whole time. How am I going to see it like in full? I don't know if I can. I think this is actually the way that I've got to do it. Anyway, I don't actually mind it that way. I actually prefer it in that format, to be honest. And it means I've got to actually updo the timer again and all of that. So you guys are probably telling me, play the game, Alex. I want to see Ryan Kent score against Liverpool, says Darraj. Hudson predictions also out the window. Yeah, 5 at the back, says Darraj. Yeah, you really need to catch up, Charlie, with Wallace Gordon fan. Although, to be fair, you're doing a bit too well for my liking. I need you to slow down a little bit, just so I can catch up in that way. Right, let's get the timer sorted. So 6 minutes in, and I've not even got a timer, and I'm not even like ready. Apologies, guys. I didn't think it was going to be over 6 minutes since I'd realised that I wasn't actually watching my game. But to be fair, I do think I chose this game because it's on Sky, but I think it's going to be a pretty dull one, which I'm hoping I'm proved wrong. There it is. There's that timer. Just one more thing I've got to change. Right, we're ready. So, we just previewed the teams for Cardiff and Blackburn, just in case any of you weren't here at the start of the stream. I'm so annoyed at Streamlabs today. Anyway, these are the two teams and what they've got in front of them. You've got Allsop, Romeo, NG, Kipre and Cuckoo operating as a back four. Looks like Cardiff were trying to go forward but on offside. Sheo, Joe Ryan, Winter, Rena Motta, Callum O'Dowda, Romain Sawyers and Cannon Robinson up front. For Blackburn, you got Kaminsky, Pickering, Hyam, Ayala, Britton, Buckley, Travis, Benberton, Diaz, Smodic, Hedges and Tyrese Dolan. By the way, guys, if you've not liked the stream yet, guys... Oh, was it credited for Adebayo? Well, then SofaScore's just mucking up then, hasn't it? Anyway, guys, this is actually the best time to show you. So, guys, this is actually how I'm looking at your comments today. Yeah, it's not great, isn't it? But, yeah, we're on 9 likes at the moment. So, guys, if you're not like the stream, please do so. It really does help the growth of this channel at the moment. And for subscribers, we're still on 1,479. It would be brilliant, absolutely brilliant, if we can potentially get to 1,480 tonight. That would be a really, really good achievement for this channel. We only be 20 subs away from 1,500, of course. So a lot of motivations and a lot of things going the channel's way at the moment. Apart from the fact I don't have a live chat that I can look at. You may be able to hear, but I'm literally just mashing refresh chat to Streamlabs to hopefully see it, but unfortunately I'm not able to see it. I can look at it this way, I guess, but it's not really like the way I wanted to do it. Right, I need to check League One and Champions League actually, because we have got a handful of games in League One tonight. The only goals are coming for Plymouth and Sheffield Wednesday, which definitely makes things easy for me. Oh, we've got quite a few goals actually for Champions League. Right, they're both happening in Group A here. Ajax have taken the lead against Napoli. Please tell me it's Kudos. Yes, kudos to Mohamed Kudus. I'm going to reuse my joke I used last time, but I can't resist. If I see the joke, I'm going to use it. I'm not a funny person. Kudos to Kudus getting the opening goal for Ajax against Napoli there. Liverpool have taken the lead. Now, this could be a long, hard evening for Rangers. Trent has scored. Okay, so Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's had a lot of criticism recently with his defensive performances, but him getting on the score sheet today is going to be a really, really good way for him just to build up his confidence. He really needs that more than ever right now. I have to look at Alexander-Arnold's goal. I will look at it at a later time. I definitely will do that. What a beauty. Yeah, Liverpool. So Darius is telling Liverpool fans not to get too excited. I'm just looking at the manager odds now because Sky has shown it. Mark Hudson, the assistant, is 4 to 11. Got Rob Edwards, the second favourite, with Sol Bamba. Now that is actually not a bad shout, I don't think, Sol Bamba, because I did see in an interview that he does have ambition for management. So Callum Robinson tried to keep the ball in play, but it did manage to go from behind. Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd see this. So I'm actually using the dashboard right now, and it says excellent connection. Well, it wasn't quite so excellent when I was trying to disconnect for a little bit. Rated 1 out of 10. Well, I've not seen it yet, but next time you see me in the stream, I would have watched it, and I'll be able to tell you. So I will make sure that I will keep that thing as a question for next time. No other goals in League One or the Championship. They've dried up a little bit here, and there's no other here. Right, so I guess that gives me time to actually talk about Cardiff and Blackburn, which have been a game where not much has happened at the moment. I'd definitely say Cardiff look more dangerous at the moment. Perry NG, Rena Motta, he gets tackled. There's Ben Brereton. Travis to Dolan. Some good link-up play there for Blackburn there. Ball's not out of play. Trying to put him off there. Didn't work. Travis again doing some creative stuff here. Some steady feet from Blackburn's defence there. That may have been Ayala actually with some really good feet there. Jack, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So, just to give you an update, what's going on in terms of what I'm working with. Streamlabs is not working very well. It disconnected me and I can't see my chat. The only way I have to see my chat is to visibly go out of Streamlabs and go onto YouTube to see it, which is just a pain. So if I miss. Oh, now that's a strong tackle by Ojo, but it's done well. Here's Callum Robinson, who can have a chance. Robinson, deflection. Oh, brilliant defending in the end to get that chance away. This is the first big chance of the game, and it goes to Cardiff and Callum Robinson. It started off with, it's a very, in fact, actually, I thought it was a crunching tackle by Ojo, but it was actually at fault. I think it was Travis who had a really, really bad touch from receiving the ball. It was Travis. And then Callum Robinson latches on to the ball after Ojo tackles him. He's up against two defenders. His shot was blocked, and then it was actually headed away from potentially being tapped in by Smodic. So Smodic's doing some great defensive work there. Something I didn't see a lot of when I saw him at Peterborough and Colchester. So the fact he's now adding defence into his game now is something that I'm really excited that he's doing. Cardiff, I think, are definitely looking stronger. It's just a question to me, are they going to be able to take some chances? Because they're not pumping too many chances at the moment. But when they do make a chance, they do look more likely to score than Blackburn. Blackburn have barely been in Cardiff's penalty box, like, at all, really. I'll be very surprised if they've had more than 5 touches in Cardiff's penalty box. So sorry for yawning. I don't know why. I'm just always tired. Walking home from walking football, Jack. How was it? Let me know how that was. By the way, I always get very intrigued when you guys are doing like some activities like football or anything like that. Let's actually use this time to just keep up to date with other things going on. So, oh, are you joking now? Come on, don't do this. Oh, what a chance for Callum Robinson. That was a good chance. That was a really, really good chance. Right, he's back. I don't know what happened there. Let's see this again. It's Arena Moto to Robinson, and he just drags the shot wide. Callum Robinson, by far, being the most dangerous player on the pitch. In a good way, of course. So, there's no other goals in the Championship in League 1. No other goals either. Blackburn kind of holding on a little bit here. Callum O'Dowda now ghosting in just outside the box. Cross comes in. Oh, Robinson can hit that, you know. Oh, he just taken. Robinson! It's Strena Kaminski. It's an easy save. Right, there's one other goal in the Champions League, which is for Bayer Leverkusen. Please be Hudson-Odoi. It is. It won't show me who scored. That's great. Please show me who scored. Right, well, it was so early on, it won't tell me who scored, but I want to know if it was Callum Hudson-Odoi. But yeah, at the moment, still nothing really to update you there. Really big apologies once again, guys. My Streamlabs is not showing my chat, so I have to keep switching back and forth. Goal for Leeds United. Seb has asked how many subs, which I will show you now. We're on 1,479 subscribers for Lex Alexa's community. 21 away from 1,500. So we are getting ever closer. Right, Blackburn's best play so far with Tyree Stolen at the front, but he's passing back a bit. Okay, here's Ben Brereton Diaz. Shot from distance is blocked. Okay, interesting. Go to their fullbacks here. Buckley back to Ben Brereton Diaz. Oh, he tries to find Dolan, but it's good defending by Cedric Kipre, actually. So yeah, we're 1,479, 21 subs away from 1,500, and if we're including to 2,000, we are 521 away. So guys, we're not doing too badly here. So thank you guys so much, as always, for your terrific support. Callum Hudson-Odoi with the goal. Oh, yes. I would love that. Yes, Hudson-Odoi with the goal. Andrik with the assist. That really rings music to my ears. Hopefully he can kind of carry that later on. Right, Charlie, I hate to break it to you, but your Luton Town prediction looks like it's down the drain because Huddersfield have now taken the lead. They're now 2-1 up against Luton Town. Don't know who scored, but I will keep you up to date on whoever has scored. I mean, obviously, I'm not watching Soccer Special. I'm watching Cardiff Blackburn. But big goal, actually. Luton 1, Huddersfield 2. That's the only game in the Championship so far tonight that actually has some goals in. Free kick conceded by Cardiff there. Yeah, I mean, it's a very clumsy challenge there by Kipre on Harry Pickering there. Definitely more leg-to-leg contact rather than getting the ball there. So Blackburn have got a free kick in, I'd say, about 25 yards out in the left-hand side. By the way, the Huddersfield goal came from a Jordan Rhodes penalty. Yes, Charlie's not pleased. I didn't think you'd be happy with that. So we only had one shot on target so far in this game. Great. So actually I didn't miss much at all when I was faffing around doing previews then. So that one shot on, from Robinson, which Kaminsky just made a simple dive to save, was the only shot on target, which makes me feel a little bit better that I didn't miss so much in this game. Oh, how can you take that away from him? Is it? Oh, for... Right, sorry about my cut out a little bit, but I was going to say, Sue UEFA, 3 minutes of checking. Are you serious? There needs to be like a limit. Like if it takes more than 2 minutes to figure it out, they should just award a goal or something like that, like a review system like they do in cricket. I swear, to improve the pacing of the game, it's such an easy fix for me, but they want to stick with their traditions, and it's really annoying. I'm not muted now. I'd hope I'm not muted now. I mean, the best way I could check is actually hear myself on my phone. Chance, oh, not bad. Blackburn attacking very centrally at the moment, I've noticed. They've not really used Pickering to get chances there. Yeah, okay, no, I'm not mute. Well, I'm not muted now. I'm not muted now, so that's good to know. At least Reading are still drawing. Well, yeah, I predicted a win for Reading. So, yeah, that's quite a big result at the moment. He gets the ball, he scores a goal, Jordan Rhodes. Yes, Blue Terrier. Finally, a reason for you to feel happy about Huddersfield. It feels quite refreshing now seeing Huddersfield now doing well. Maybe this could be a small turnaround with Fotheringham. You never know. A lot of us wrote Huddersfield off with the very quick dismissal. Oh, now this could be a chance. Robinson! Oh, good defending. Really good defending by Pickering. He wants a penalty, but that won't be giving us a pen. That's really good defending in the end. But this is really good. So, Kipre does so well to actually win the ball. Ayala has a bit of a nightmare, but it is Harry Pickering who runs like a speed train. Ayala just has a complete disaster class. Just about as he takes the shot, Pickering runs in like a steam train and manages to snap the ball off him. Robinson wants a penalty. It won't be given, but it will be a Cardiff corner. Rintle with the corner, headed away. Romeo, that's it. Romeo. Oh, Wintle. Good opportunity, maybe. Wintle blocked. Still in the box. O'Dowd over header. Just wide. Starting to get some good chances now. Right, this game is starting to pick up slightly. We don't want Norwich going straight back up, says Charlie. Nathan Jones was crying like a 5-year-old when the pen was not given. Oh dear. No one has got a Huddersfield score right. Well, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, having said that, There's a fourth goal at Kenilworth Road. It's now 2-2. What's going on with this game right now? Okay then. We need to keep our eyes on this game because we've got 4 goals in the opening 35 minutes. So we're averaging a goal every 7.5 minutes. I think that's actually the correct maths. Actually, we're averaging a goal every 7.5 minutes from there. I actually didn't intend to get that maths spot on actually. So it's 2-2. Don't know who scored, but I'm sure SofaScore will tell us who scored for Luton Town in a minute. Still 0-0 for all the other games. That's incredible. Yeah, it's not going to tell me yet, but I'm sure you guys watching Soccer Special are already going to know before me. Can you show us our cat? I will. Yeah, I will show my cat. Mad Hatter, says Charlie. Oh, there's an early substitution here for, I believe, Cardiff by the looks of things. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, I didn't actually manage to see who it was. Jack Simpson's going on for Romeo. Now, the last time that happened, the last time Simpson went on, I think it was either Ebdu Adams or Romeo. The last time I watched Cardiff, when Jack Simpson was introduced quite early into the game, they lost against Bristol City. So it was a collision with him and Ben Brereton Diaz, and then something just got pulled. I mean, Romeo looking promising, but they probably didn't consider his injury record, unfortunately. So that could be a potential, that could just be a potential blow for Cardiff there. Need to get Mbete off, says Blue Terrier. Is he making mistakes then? Cody Drummond with the goal for Leeds. 5-3. Is it 5-3 Leeds? I need to know that. Right, I did say I was going to show Gatsby, and he's there. There he is. See if he's still awake. You're very sleepy today. That's a knot, which I'm going to have to deal with. Other than that, he's actually really sleepy because he's actually not making a sound. And no, that's not saying that he's dead. He's not making a sound because he's in a deep sleep by the looks of things. Right. Now Blackburn with an attack. Ryan Hedges on the right hand side, playing in a bit more of an advanced role this year. Pickering. Buckley to Hedges. This is good build-up play from Blackburn there. They just need to be a bit more offensive with their attacking play there. They seem a little bit pragmatic for me. Cardiff looking quite organised though, and that's, I think, definitely going to be... Oh, now that's a bad mistake there. Callum O'Dowd latches onto a bad pass. Robinson rides the challenge from Ayala and still manages to pull off a pass. That's a good play by Nkuku, and it'd be classed as a shot, I think. I think it's more of a cross. Technically a cross shot, and it's another comfortable save by Kaminsky. We'd rather have you in defence after a night out on the Jaegers than Mbete, says Blue Terrier. Oh dear. That's saying a lot. That is really saying a lot from Blue Terrier there. Problem is you've not met me on Jaegers. It's Elijah Adebayo, by the way. So actually both Luton Town's goals have come from Adebayo. So he has scored 2 out of 2 in this game so far. Could go either way, that one, and I'm intrigued to see the rest. But the others are on the 42nd minute and still no goals. Oh dear me. I might as well check League One as well, because I could be missing some goals there. We've got a goal between Burton and Fleetwood Town. Fleetwood doing all right. Burton picking up a good win, actually, last time. But they are losing in this game. Harvey McAdams scores for Fleetwood to make it 1-0 to Fleetwood. And that puts Fleetwood in 12th place. A decent position in the table. The other 2 games, though, Chelsea and Bolton and Ipswich and Cambridge, sadly, are all 0-0 at the moment. I don't know why Ipswich got delayed. There must have been some delays from traffic and stuff like that, or potentially anything more serious. Equalising goal in the Champions League for Ajax and Napoli. It's now 1-1. And it was Raspadori who scores. This could be a chance for Cardiff. Oh, oh my gosh. I thought that was going to be a goal. Right, so bit of panic defending there by Blackburn there. In the end of it, they do manage to hoof it out, but I question the lack of organisation in those tight areas. Inter Milan. Oh, chance. Oh, that was close again. Wow. I think it was Tyrese Dolan who tries to lob the goalkeeper, Allsop, who gets caught off his line a little bit, but unfortunately doesn't really have the accuracy to do so. Oh, it's still nil. Oh, wait, no, it says still no penalty. Is it penalty? No penalty? Penalty? No. Well, I'm gonna guess that it's a penalty to Inter, which they've scored. So I'm gonna leave it there. So annoying that chat's not working. I'm back. Just got stuff from the shop, Jack. No problem. These are going to win the Papa John's. If you wait, so can you tell us? Yeah, no, I will. Cardiff playing very well so far. I say they're definitely better than Blackburn. In terms of looking well, I wouldn't say they've actually done enough to score a goal yet. But they definitely are the better team. I would give you that. They look much more likely to score than Blackburn at the moment. Blackburn have barely put a threat. I mean, that dinked shot by Dolan was pretty much the only time I felt, oh, Blackburn might score here. Here's O'Dowda. Can he keep that on? He can. Good cross. Or no, it's not quite a good cross. It's caught very easily in the end by Kaminsky. Robinson looks sharp, says CG. Yeah, I agree. Definitely, for me, the best player on the pitch so far. Without a shadow of a doubt, even. And I'm just going to show you this here, just for some stats for Cardiff Blackburn. Cardiff looking the stronger team, and the attack momentum shows that as well. Huge spikes for Cardiff there. Blackburn having only small, brief spells of it. Free kick given for Cardiff. Doesn't look like a yellow card's going to be given. But we've had no bookings in this game so far. But I guess I'm not too surprised about that, actually. Could we have some goals? Like, maybe a goal in, like, this particular game might be ideal. But just any goals. I would love to see a goal. Right, no, it's still 0-0 between Inter and Barcelona. Right, so definitely no penalty was given in the end. Or it could have been a penalty save. I don't know. Another free kick for Cardiff. They're winning good free kicks in really good areas here, actually. They keep going. I do think they'll eventually get something. It was O'Dowda making a blistering run. And it was Buckley who slides in very late there. You've got to be quite careful if you're going to be sliding like that. I mean, not only could you risk injuring a player, but you really do risk, you just risk getting sent off as well. Coventry versus Bristol City is boring. I think apart from Luton Huddersfield, have we had any interesting games in the Championship tonight? Oh, dear me. I'm really trying my hardest to try and boost this up. We have some really bright moments, actually. Nkuku looks a really good fullback, actually. Didn't see a lot of him, but for what I've seen of him for this game, looks really good so far, actually. Sorry about that. His Hedges, that's a really good ball by Blackburn. Right hand side. Oh, Kipre gets in right place, right time again. Oh, Hedges still keeping the ball into it. Oh no, it's still kept in. Still kept into play there. This could be some small opportunity for Blackburn there. Callum Britton now. Kipre, right place, right time again. Recovers well. Gives it to Rena Motta. For Blackburn win the ball back. But then that's won immediately back again by Sawyers, who I've barely seen in this game. Here come Blackburn again. Brereton Diaz. Just going on to the central part of the pitch. Says Sammy Smodics. good link-up play between Dolan and Smolix there. Here's Ayala. I mean, Blackburn, when they have the ball, they just don't look ambitious attacking it, honestly. It is quite... Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. It does look quite England-like. Side to side, backwards. So do you blame me yawning? Oh, now that would definitely be a foul. And that, I think, will be a yellow card awarded to Ojo as well. The first yellow card of the match has gone to Cardiff and Shea Ojo. I know he didn't mean to be that malicious, but unfortunately, where he positioned himself was not the best at all. He does get a really good connection onto Pickering there without getting anywhere near the ball. And it would be a yellow card because it's an attempt to win the ball, but it's a slide. It doesn't get enough of the ball, like gets way more of the player, and Shea Ojo gets booked for it. The only good news for him is that it's not a red, and the other bit of good news is that it's in a really it's not in a really bad position for them, really. It's not going to be a position that's going to be dangerous. Well, yeah, Luton Huddersfield's the game to watch tonight because we've already had 5 goals. It looks like Luton and Huddersfield have taken all the goals that we should have seen in the Championship so far this evening. Jordan Clark makes it 3-2 now. Just this is devastating. So Huddersfield go ahead twice, and twice they've been pegged back, and now they're falling behind. Looking like it will be 3-2 Luton going into half-time. Not great for Huddersfield. Just their defence is just proven not to be good enough. Reading Norwich still 0-0. 60-40 there. Looks like Reading have had more meaningful chances. Oh, now that'll be a yellow card for Smodix there. Because Cedric Kipre looked quite dangerous there. Did have a good amount of space running forward there. But Smodix obstructs him, gets a slide tackle in. Not even a really good slide tackle either by Smodix, honestly. Kipre has done well, to be fair. He rides a couple of tackles, but yeah, Smodix catches him, and yeah, it's a yellow card. Kipre doing quite well in this game. I think Kipre's been a quite hit-and-miss player for Cardiff so far. But when it's against a team that are going to be quite physical, I think that is when Kipre suits it, because I think he can outmuscle a lot of these players. He has got a good advantage with his physique. Now, Cardiff have a free kick quite central, about 25 yards. Yeah, I'd say 25 yards out. Don't think I wouldn't go for goal from here, honestly. Perry NG taking it. He goes for goal. I said I wouldn't go for goal for here. And what does Perry NG... My God, I didn't notice that, but Kaminsky's got a bruised eye. Kaminsky has got a bruised eye and is very, very bruised as well. So maybe that was something I missed in the first 3 minutes, because Kaminsky has definitely got a bruised eye. I don't know how he got that. That's good play by Blackburn. Smolitz falls over himself. Callum O'Dowda. Nkuku. Not the one that Chelsea are trying to sign from Leipzig. A different Nkuku. Free kick awarded to Cardiff. Let's check comments. Dextino, welcome to the stream. Talk and you shall receive, says Charlie there. Bristol City 0, Coventry 0, half time. Coventry have improved defensively. Well, honestly, that is the big thing that they needed to improve. The fact they have done that, I actually think they will. I think they will be able to try and build in from that. Mbete forward to game, playing into the path of Clark. Oh dear. I mean, I'll definitely have my say when I look at my highlights. Ben Wilson's already shown he's better than Simon Moore. We need Cameron O'Hare back. Kyoakis is a ball hog. Yeah, so clearly it's not perfect at Coventry, but there's definitely some improvements there. And I think you're right to say that against about Ben Wilson with Simon Moore right now. By the way, guys, I'm just going to quickly plug the channel just so that you can see how we're doing. I don't even know. Does it show you how many likes I've got? 12 likes, apparently. So, guys, thank you so much for it. 3 viewers at the moment with 0 revenue there, but that doesn't surprise me. Thank you guys so much for this, by the way. I really, really do appreciate that. In terms of subscribers, we're 1,479. So, guys, if you've not hit that subscribe button, please do so. It does really help. Ojo tries to win the ball back, and it's a throw-in for Blackburn. So yeah, we're on 1,479, 21 away from 1,500. So guys, if we can get to maybe 1,480 today, that would be a really, really good achievement for this channel. It really, really does help the growth of what this channel could be. But honestly, at the moment, I don't really see a big future in this, unfortunately. When you've got a project like this, you need as much time as you can to invest in it. And there's so many, no, I wouldn't say opportunities, but there's so many things that's taking a lot of my time now. So at the moment, it's kind of in the air of what's going to happen with that. It really could be going through a load of changes. And by a load, I do mean a load of changes. But I will figure something out that is going to feel good for me and should feel good for you guys as well. Anyway, back to this game. It's gone back to Allsop, and he's passed it to Kipre. Apart from a couple of chances for Cardiff, this game has not really delivered, which I probably should have expected. Still no other goals in the Championship. There's no other goals in League One. Champions League, we do have some goals. Right, let's talk about them. Napoli have now taken the lead against Ajax. So they've completely turned it around. Di Lorenzo. So the two Italian internationals combining there. They're trying. Oh, wow. Penalty given. Now, I'm not sure that's a pen, personally. Or is it just outside the box? No. Right. I think it's a free kick, actually. But definitely Rina Motta trying to make it seem like a penalty. Right. Let's see this again. Oh, right. It is outside the box. Just about. Oh, yeah. It's an awful challenge by Buckley. Gets nowhere near the ball. It's like an act of desperation to try and provide a block. Doesn't even touch the ball. I think, yeah, correct. Outside the box, no penalty. And Cardiff will feel very frustrated about that. Has anything happened? Luton scored. Have I made it 4? Or are you talking about... Well, yeah, I knew about that. I knew about Luton making it 3-2. Just a recap of all the other games. 3-2. The rest are all 0-0. For League One, we've got 1-1 there and 1-0 for Fleetwood there. But as I was saying before that free kick, Di Lorenzo scores, the two Italian internationals scoring for Napoli to make it 2-1 and completely turning it around. Club Brugge are now 1-0 up against Atletico Madrid. They're once again doing incredibly well in their group. At this rate, they're going to win the group. Right, I'm just going to wait for this free kick before I commentate on anything else. Shot! Oh! I thought that was it. Callum Robinson with the free kick. Great height. Like inch perfect height. But it does curve wide off the post. That is really disappointing because if it was just a bit more central, that would be top right corner. An unsavable strike, I would dare say. Cardiff definitely trying to knock on the door here. Looking way more likely to score. Excuse me. So sorry. That's probably my chili con carne trying to get back up. Ayala passes it to... Oh, okay. A bit of a misjudgment there by Nkuku there. Although Simpson manages to get the right interception and defends it well. God, this really has felt like a nothingy game. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. Cardiff signed Callum Robinson literally on my birthday. He was a deadline day signing. So, Blackburn still on the ball, but good defending, actually. Good bit of press by Callum O'Dowda here. keep the ball into play. He can. Blackburn now with an interception going their way. That's an exquisite cross. And Ben Broden Diaz is offside. I'd like to know about, especially Liverpool Rangers with Champions League, because I'm not looking into the Champions League so much. But it's still 1-0. But looking at its attack momentum here, it's all Liverpool. And that doesn't make me very excited if I was a Rangers supporter. It does feel that it's just going to be wave after wave of Liverpool chances. Why are we not getting goals? Give me goals, please. Gatsby, I think you're the jinx, you know. I think you are the jinx. So, in terms of shots, the most shots was from 5 from Callum Robinson, which is double more than... Well, in fact, he's taken as many shots than all of the other players. And by all the other players, I mean all the other... If I could do the maths. Oh, my bloody hell. 21 other players on the pitch combined, which is incredible. Ojo, and it's caught by Kaminsky. So yeah, just saying about my point there. If we go to statistics, so yeah, now Blackburn have had 2 shots, and we've got 9 shots there to 11 there. So 11 of those, 5 of those 11 shots have come in from Callum Robinson. So he has had a big say on this game so far. 3 shots on target, which I think I like to say at least 2 of them were from Callum Robinson. 0 for Blackburn there. 4 shots off target to 2. 2 block shots, 2 corner kicks, 9 fouls from Blackburn, which is evident with how much this game has started. 7 shots inside the box to 0. So yeah, Blackburn just not looking threatening, unfortunately. Kaminsky's made 3 saves, although they've been pretty routine saves. And it stays 0-0. And honestly, it looks like it will stay that way at the moment. I hate to jinx it. How does Tyler Walker and Waghorn and Eccles go on the bench? I wasn't too sure about Eccles, to be honest, but I don't know. I don't know about this commentary team at the moment. Ian Matson coming back to the CBS Arena on Saturday. Oh, now that'll be interesting. Today's games have been hella boring. Hella boring. Just put hella as all capital letters. Yeah, of course. Panzo, Don McFadden is our best defence right now. I think so, yeah. I think they've got that right balance of being quick, switched on defensively, and you can get the odd one potentially just being very, very good going forward. So I generally think that's a really good balance. Why is this game showing this game's over Reading versus Norwich? I don't know, honestly. I don't know who's there. May I ask you about our current favourite championship player? Who do I like watching the most in the championship? Who have I really enjoyed watching this season? I'm trying to think who's really stepped out so far. I'm sure I've liked some specific performances. 2 minutes of added time, by the way, between Cardiff and Blackburn. So the better it goes to half. Well, the quicker it goes to half time, the better, honestly. I'm honestly trying to think. Oh, that's some really good play by Nkuku. Cross comes in, headed away by Ayala. And it looks like it's crossed, booted away somehow. I'll answer that, but we've got a potential chance for Cardiff there. Nope, given away very cheaply. And Hedges does well to defend it. It's a Blackburn throw. Right. This is a tough one, really, to be honest. I don't really have that mindset of me watching a game excited to see one player, if that makes sense. I'm more interested of just seeing like a team. Gatsby's just moved as far away as he can. Are you kidding me? But yeah, if I were to pick one, who... I'm literally actually don't really know, honestly, actually. It'll take me a little bit of time, honestly. I will be able to think of one. One would definitely stand out, but I've really... Oh, getting a bit rough now in this game. It's Romain Sawyers, yeah. Ooh, that was close. I really enjoyed watching Tommy Conway for Bristol City against Cardiff. That was definitely a real standout performance for me. I wouldn't say I specifically would choose to watch a Bristol City game to watch him, if that makes sense. I don't actually, support a Championship club. But in that way, if I'm turn to answer your question, just thinking back of what I've done there, I think it would have to be Conway. But I'm sure there's other ones that I've got really giddy over watching. I mean, I was very impressed with Jack Clark in his couple of games for Sunderland this season. So there's been a couple. I particularly like when the young players get their time to shine, if that makes sense. So normally it's the young players that I really do enjoy watching, just seeing them blossom. Nunez has got a good free kick in him. I probably would have said if he was given minutes with Scott Twine, but he's got an injury, and I'm really hoping that maybe him going back to the Burnley team's really going to turn him around. By the way, it is half time between Cardiff and Burnley. 0-0 at the moment, likewise with many of these games so far. So it's not like that we can particularly talk about many goals going into this 15-minute break. But I can use this time for you guys, for you to ask me some questions. I will be answering as many as I can. Many of the games actually in the Championship will now start kicking off as it's the second half. By the way, we had another Champions League goal just before half-time. Napoli, sorry. 3-1 up now against Ajax. Zielinski with the goal and Gisa, former Fulham player, with the assist. Inter do get their one goal against Barcelona. It is Kalinoglu who scores with Di Marco with the assist. 47th minute as well. Barcelona will be gutted that they're not going to half-time with a draw. But that is pretty much all of the goals that have happened, unfortunately. I've already caught up to date with all of them. So, as it's half time, I can allow you guys to potentially ask me some questions. Conway has been good to watch. Yeah. Gordon and Gyökeres don't play well with each other. Apparently, in the Bristol City game, there's been zero chemistry. It's really difficult to solve that, honestly, when you've got two. I'm going to say competent. I'm not going to label both of them as good strikers, but definitely I would say they're competent strikers. They should be able to know what they're doing and to get the best out of their attacking play. But when you've got a strained relationship and a lack of understanding and chemistry, then that's a really, really big problem. Can't wait to watch Brazil in the World Cup. The talent they have is ridiculous. I am quite excited to watch the World Cup. I'm going to be interested to see how much coverage I can make out of it. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to be happening, because by the time the World Cup's starting will be around the time where I'm going to start being examined with my accounting. This accounting exam journey, I'm calling it, is going to take me at least 4 or 5 years to finish, and I've already started training the first module for that. So that exam will be around, it definitely will be around when the World Cup's taking place. So it's going to be interesting to see if I can balance revision with that, and I've got to be very careful with that, because precious money will be being flushed away if I don't pass them. Thoughts on Wilder? I did expect him to inevitably get sacked, but I think there's a lot more accountability that needs to be put onto Steve Gibson and the ownership for Middlesbrough there. They clearly were given a really good manager, but unfortunately the investment that they put in has just not been good enough for Wilder to mould with. But I think Wilder's also been a bit naive as well, made a couple of mistakes on his part, and yeah, that's going to be a bit of a shame. Will England go through the group stage? I don't know, honestly. I honestly do not know. Honestly. Should the Championship side take a chance on Gary O'Neill? I'll be interested. I'll be really interested with it, to be honest. Because I think it's going to be quite a similar feel for when Jason Tindall was, given like the chance with Bournemouth there. I don't know, honestly. Are you going to do a promo package for West Brom's game tomorrow? Oh my god. Just, I don't know. If this is all going to be 0-0, then forget it with West Brom and Preston. King of the 0-0s and Steve Bruce Ball, it's only going to be one result, isn't it? I know I didn't predict a 0-0 draw. I actually went for a 1-1 draw, but that's me just thinking it 0-0 just feels too obvious. But now if I'm thinking back, it's going to be 0-0, isn't it? We'll see if that's foreshadowing. Right, because Seb asked how many subs, we're still at 1,479. Still 21 away from 1,500, but 1 away to 1,480, which will be a really, really good achievement for this channel tonight. I've got to say thank you guys, as always, for turning up. Oh, still no goals. Come on. We're 50 minutes in for most of these games. And I'm going to assume no other goals in League One. No, no goals. What an awful midweek it's been so far in terms of getting goals. Absolutely one of the worst I think I've seen in a long, long time. There has been a couple where it's been a long drought. Well, Charlie doesn't have to. You know, you guys are free to do what you want. I tell you one thing that does really help the channel, guys, by the way, is sharing the channel. So I've got to give a shout out to Charlie because he's done a good amount of promotion for this particular stream today, which I'm a bit surprised for it being Cardiff and Blackburn. But thank you as always, Charlie, for that. By the way, in terms of likes, we're on 17 likes at the moment. So guys, if you can hit the like button if you've not done so, it does really help. You guys can also hit the share button here, which will allow you to share the channel too. So guys, thank you so much as always for supporting that. Oh, hello. Here I am. Oh dear me. Look at this. Look at this rubbish. I don't know why that's on. Oh yeah, I do know why that's on capture. I need it on capture. But yeah, well, 70 likes. You can share the stream by clicking this button here. You can do Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever, anywhere pretty much there. There is also a chance to donate as well, but obviously that is down to you. I'm not going to try and rob you of any money in your pockets there, especially if it's hard-earned stuff as well. Oh my god, we got a goal! A goal in the championship. Don't pinch me. I think I'm dreaming. We've actually got another goal in the championship, and it's at Bramall Lane, a big game actually between Sheffield United and QPR. First place Sheffield United going up against 5th or 6th place QPR. They're in the top 6. It's the away side who've taken the lead. That's a huge moment. Look at that. They've barely been in the game by the looks of things, QPR. But Chris Willock with an Ethan Laird assist combined together well to get 1 goal. And what does that mean for the table? It means QPR rise up to 4th place in the table. Yeah, they do. So, yeah, they were in 6th place, actually. So, I was right to say that. Luton, actually, with that current win they have against Huddersfield, puts them in 5th. Wow. Okay, so QPR only 3 points behind Sheffield United, as it stands. Norwich with a win would be really good for them. In fact, if Reading win, then they'll be joint top with Sheffield United, actually. Just on the stats, I wanted to say Reading will be top, but their goal difference is way worse than Sheffield United's. But definitely, Reading could be joint top on points with a win against Norwich and with Sheffield United losing. I did say the Blackpool game would end in a... Well, you don't know. I don't know what I predicted. I think I said 1-1. I don't think I predicted any team to win. So if it's 0-0, it means I get 1 point at least. Would you take Trippier, Trent, or neither to Qatar? My right back for me would be... I still would pick Reece James. I still would. And then potentially Carl Walker if he's not playing as a centre-back. And then you feel his 2 right-backs going to be enough. But the problem is, if he wants to use one of them as centre-back, then maybe the third. Right now, I probably still would pick Trent, honestly. You know, it's not any, disservice or anything I have against Trippier. I just personally think Trent Alexander-Arnold could offer us something different. Like, in a way, if Southgate was even a bit more creative, you can kind of put him as a little bit of a bit of a winger option, actually. But then one that can definitely provide, like, a bit of a wing-back option. How many subs has your cat woke up? Well, still on 1,479, and my cat actually has moved. He's moved far, 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 far away. Now, I would move my computer as well, just so you can see him. But if I do move my computer, my mic's going to disconnect again. So, what I'll do is that if he's awake, I will show him off. James Lawrence Alcors are happy with that QPR goal. I'm not surprised. Still 3-2 Luton by the looks of things there. That's really the game that I think could just completely spark with some more action. But yeah, unfortunately, only 2 games out of the 6 that we're seeing are actually having goals. It is 6. Yeah, it is 6 games. Just thought I'd check and do the maths there. But yeah, 6 goals to talk about. 5 in one game. 1 going for QPR's way against Sheffield United. Leeds under 21 full time. Oh, so good for Leeds. They managed to beat Tranmere in the end. Coventry hit the bar, so it's going to be one of those games, says Dalraj. Oh dear. And one of many teams are also hitting the bar as well. You never know. It's never impossible, and a away win for Coventry would do them a massive solid right now. So let's actually look at the table. That's something I actually not considered looking at, actually. So with me having confidence in Huddersfield when they went 2-1 up, a defeat now for them puts them on 7 points. Coventry go out of the bottom 3 completely if they get a draw. If they win, Coventry, they will be on 9 points and only 1 point off survival. And that would be a brilliant turnaround for Mark Robinson's team to get 2 wins in a row. But it's still 0-0 between Sunderland and Blackpool. Blackpool looking like they're doing quite well in the second half at the moment. And Reading Norwich also 0-0. We already knew about Cardiff and Blackburn with me kind of commentating over it there. No other goals there. All of those games are at half-time anyway. So we've officially caught up with all of the goals as of now. Reading and Norwich have kicked off. So, of course, the last game to kick off is going to be Cardiff and Blackburn, the one that's going to take me more time to potentially finish. Because I'm not joking, guys. Straight after this game, I'm going to bed because I am absolutely knackerooned. Right, okay, this is QPR's goal. Good. Oh, this is you know what? Brilliant build-up to this goal, actually. I've just seen QPR's goal. It's really good build-up play in the right-hand side. Now, that's a huge goal, actually, at the moment. Oh, Jesus Christ. I literally really want more goals. I really do. I'm trying so hard, guys. Can you, cut me a little bit of slack? I'm trying so hard. BS7 says, Dorking our level with Yeovil. I need to actually check what's going on in the National League because I've not checked it, actually. Because, of course, we've got some big games in the National League tonight, and I've not looked at them for quite some time because I've not bothered to look at SofaScore for it. All right, well, yeah, League Two's also playing tonight, and one huge scoreline at the moment is Hartlepool 1, Doncaster 0. Doncaster up there in the table in around top 7, but Hartlepool, who were in the bottom 2, a win for them puts them in 20th place, but it does push Colchester down 1 place down the table. Not good for Colchester's part, but very good for Hartlepool. We're going to see if they can actually hold on to this win at the moment. It looks like it's still 1-0 to Notts County there, which interests me. Scunthorpe have turned it around completely against Oldham there. Solihull Moors beating Wealdstone. Woking beating Southend. It's always glorious to see that. Maidenhead 2-1 up against Torquay. Altrincham against Gateshead. Altrincham, a bit of a bottom of the table clash there. Altrincham taking the lead. Halifax beating York City at the moment, 1-0. Yeah, it is Dorking 1, Yeovil 1. Dagenham and Redbridge are 3-1 up against Chesterfield. Unless Chesterfield did manage to get a goal just now, literally just now, in the 55th minute by Brandon Horton. They were 3-0 down at half-time, Chesterfield. If they can somehow pull this around, then fair play to them. They've got real, true grit. Bromley are 1-0 up against Bournemouth, which serves them about right. I don't know if you've seen the controversy about Bournemouth, but basically they charge people to commentate games, and Bromley didn't want to pay that, so there's no commentary in your way side for that game. Right, that's another time I missed the timer because I'm too busy backtracking. Barnet are 2-1 up against Maidstone, and Aldershot and Eastleigh are currently 0-0. The other League 2 games, Stevenage 2, Sutton 0, Swindon 1, Newport 0. So Newport looking like they're following their incredible win against Leyton Orient with a defeat here. And Walsall 1-0 up against Northampton. But other than that, there's been nothing else for me to report. Completely nothing else for me to report. God, I'm really trying. Anyway, back in this game with Cardiff and Blackburn, nothing has really happened at the moment. Ball's just kind of being pinged about. Both teams just kind of warming up at the moment, and they're just trying to get back into their organisation, getting back into their groove. I'm not aware of any substitutions since Simpson, but I guess I'll find out in a minute. Just timing it. Right, managed to get the timer working this time. Kaminsky. Oh, there's Bradley Dack on the bench. He could be a very important player for Blackburn. A good option, actually, if they need something a little bit different going forward. And yeah, no changes. That kind of surprises me that no manager has decided to try and make things interesting. Goal at I always forget Reading's new stadium. It's a Select Car Leasing Stadium, something like that. I always get them as Swansea's. No, Swansea.com is Swansea's. Select Car Leasing Stadium. Basically, a really rubbish stadium name. And unfortunately for Reading, it has resulted in them conceding a goal because Norwich are 1-0 up. So we didn't get a single goal from 5 of the games in 45 minutes. Within 5 minutes of the second half starting, we've already got 2 goals. QPR taking the lead against Sheffield United with Chris Willock, and Norwich taking the lead. So they'd feel really happy that Sheffield United are losing. Now they've really pounced on that with them taking the lead in this game. Grant Hanley getting the goal. And that means Norwich swap places with Sheffield United with 26 points. Blackburn, oh my gosh, a good chance for Blackburn Rovers. I don't know where it came from. It literally was a quick build-up play there. So good play between Buckley and Dolan in the right-hand side. Dolan manages to get ahead of Nkuku there. It's not a great slide tackle from him. He passes it to Smodix. Maybe a little bit too late. But yeah, Smodix doesn't get a big connection to it. And it's a pretty standard save from Allsop. Sofa Score has a new logo. Not Sofa. Well, yeah, it is Sofa Score. But they've not based their logo off a sofa. Interesting. Yeah, it is leasing.com. Yeah. Swansea.com, leasing.com. It's just like, I don't get these stadium names. Like, Hull have even changed their stadium name as well. It's just... Why can't things be like the old days? Anyway, I'm going to call it a Select Car Leasing Stadium, something like that. That's what I remember it as. Okay, Callum O'Dowd there and chesting it, and it's booted away. If they can change their stadium name, I can change their stadium name. That's the way I see it. Really should be wearing these. Callum O'Dowd doing really well. Good defending by Callum Britton. Bloody hell, that was some good skill by Callum O'Dowd to go to this way in there. Chest the ball. Great touch. Takes it on his left-hand side. I tell you what, there's been some players from Blackburn just literally doing this, saying, I'm not getting involved. You know, that happened with the Ayala incident when Callum Robinson had that shot when Ayala really didn't do well to tackle him at all. Got to be quite careful here. Winter with the corner. Headed away. Not the best of corners at all, sadly. Always forget to change this to second half. There we go. Let's read comments. Can we have a go at Ashton Gate now, says Charlie. I mean, I can't remember what I predicted at Ashton Gate. I actually literally have no idea what I predicted. I know I predicted it, but I think I went for a wacky 2-2 draw. So now I feel even more silly for predicting that now. In fact, no, I'm almost certain I predicted a 2-2 draw. Well, we've all had a mare at some point with our predictions. Kipre, brilliant defending against Smolix there. Can Romain Sawyers get the best of that? Right, no. It's a poor tackle by Sawyers. It's conceded a free kick for Blackburn in around 35 yards out. Travis winning the free kick for Blackburn this time. Did I say Bet365? I'm just calling it Select Car Leasing Stadium. Did I really say Bet365? If that's so, that's really embarrassing. By the way, guys, we are on 17 likes apparently, according to this very cool thing that I'm looking at there. We're actually on 18 technically, actually. So, guys, thank you so much for the support today. I do appreciate it. In terms of subs, we've stayed at 1479. If you guys have not hit the subscribe button, it does really help the growth of this channel when you do that. We're 1 away for 1480 and 20 away from 1500. All of that would be a brilliant achievement. But thank you guys as always for being tremendously supporting. Travis with a bit of a mistake. O'Dowda. Okay. Rena Motto in the right hand side, playing a bit of a winger's role here. Cross. Travis defends it. He redeems himself because he caused this chance. It's a corner for Cardiff. Hiccups there. No other goals in the Championship apart from those 2 away goals. Like I just said. Ipswich and Cambridge are still 0-0, which is interesting. Right, we've got more goals in Champions League that I'll talk about now. Corner comes in for Cardiff. It's gone to nothing. Yeah, gone to nothing. Ajax are now 4-1 down. Raspadori with his second goal of the game, and Giza again with the assist. Liverpool have got a second against Rangers. I mean, looking very one-sided. Mo Salah with a penalty. And that is the only goal. So Frankfurt and Spurs are still 0-0. But yeah, Group A definitely containing all the goals as of late. To Liverpool, yeah, I've just seen it. We've had more manager changes in the Championship than we had more managerial changes in the Championship than a Football Manager save. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong there. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, so that's 8 dismissals, and that's not even including pre-season, you know, when Carlos Corberán left. This is like from game week 1, we've had 8 dismissals already. That is exactly a third of the Championship teams that have at least parted ways with at least one manager. That is just, it's incredible when I think about it, but it shouldn't surprise me. And it made me think of an idea for a video, but unfortunately I don't really have time to make videos anymore, which I'm sad about. But I am working from home actually one of the days in the office, so that could be a good time where I can just kind of alter YouTube and work maybe. Because I have got an idea for a video that I want to try and do, which is ranking every Championship season based on managerial sackings, which season has had the less managerial drama than the other. Could have some fun stories come out of this one as well. Jack is having a couple of beer glasses there. Okay. Here's Romain Sawyers, who have barely seen a lot of this game. Robinson, good defending by Travis there. Britain now running forward for Blackburn. Still in their half. Can they make some real attacking play? Hedges, free kick 1 for Blackburn. Quite soft, but I understand it's a bit of an intent from Robertson there to stop Hedges get on the attack. Bad news for a Derby County fan. They lost out on penalties against Mansfield. It ended 6-5 on penalties actually there. Callum Robinson getting a bit of a telling off there. We've actually got a substitution to talk about as well. So this game also didn't really have any meaningful substitutions. This one is a substitution made with intent, although it's not going to be announced as of yet. But it looks like Blackburn are going to be the first team for sure making a tactical substitution change. It looks like John Buckley would be going off, I think. Ojo. Now he wins a free kick for Cardiff. Very stop-start this game. And that's been a bit of a problem with this. Both teams have really disrupted each other's play. It's just turned into a scrap fest, honestly. So I'm quite worried that we're going to not see any goals. I should have probably expected that, honestly. Now free kick to Blackburn. So yeah, one attack, free kick. Another attack, free kick 1. And another free kick given against the team as well. So it's very, very stop-start. You can kind of hear my frustration with it. Where's the goal fever? I know. It's awful, isn't it? I tell you what, we're currently on 17 likes. If we can get to 25, maybe we'll get a goal. What game am I doing tomorrow? I don't know if I'm going to do a game tomorrow. I am thinking about it. Oh, we do have a goal. We have a goal. Another goal. Oh my days, an actual goal. And it's Reading who score. I predicted 2-1 Reading. So now they're definitely giving me a bit of excitement here that they could potentially get to that scoreline. Jeff Hendricks, 60th minute. 10 minutes after they concede, Reading are now back into this. And now Sheffield United, despite losing, are now back to the top of the table as Norwich are not winning their game against Reading. I can't believe it. An actual goal. Kill me. Bristol City, Coventry still 0-0. Sunderland, Blackpool still 0-0. And of course, the game I'm watching as well, Cardiff and Blackburn, also 0-0 as well. No other goals in League One. So League One's not really been entertaining. I mean, to be fair, League One's only got 4 games, so I wouldn't expect so many goals. But all those goals happened like right in the beginning of the game, and they've not happened since, unfortunately, there. So it's been a rather disappointing affair in terms of goals. Right, well, I can officially say that this game between Luton and Huddersfield is absolutely crazy. 6th goal, and it's an equalising goal for Huddersfield. Cross is poor. My God, I'm definitely more invested in this right now. So apparently, it's 3-3 between Luton and Huddersfield there. This game would have been such a good game to watch. So I'm gutted that I didn't pick this one. I'm still yet to watch Huddersfield play. Oh, no, I did watch Huddersfield play against Burnley. I forgot about that. First game of the season. Although I'm still yet to watch a full game with Huddersfield with Mark Fotheringham now in charge. I've seen... have I seen Luton? I think I've seen Luton. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, potentially one that I didn't really need to stream anyway. But yeah, Ben Jackson for Huddersfield, one player that I didn't really know too much about, has just made it 3-3. I can officially say that this game, Luton-Huddersfield, is going absolutely crazy. How are all of you reacting to it? You predicted 2-1 Norwich. Predicted 2-2 for Luton Huddersfield. Solihull conceded. Oh dear. They were 1-0 up. I forgot who they're playing against, but yeah, I did see them. Yeah, but looks like they have conceded. I actually need to check all the other National League games playing tonight. That's one thing I've not even been able to check, unfortunately, because I've just been so hung up on doing all of these things. Finally, I can have a bit of relief that Chelmsford are not playing today. We are playing Chess Hunt. So Chess Hunt is what we're playing next at Melbourne Stadium, which is exciting. It's a shame about Solihull there. I'll actually could, have a quick check to see what else is going on with National League, because I've not checked. Doncaster have equalised against Hartlepool. That's a bad goal to concede for Hartlepool's season. Other goals, Stevenage scored again. Sutton's struggling a little bit now. And there's been no other goals in League 2 for me to talk about. Champions League, there's no change. It's still 3-1 Dagenham and Redbridge against Chesterfield. So their comeback is going to have to be like a real late show for Chesterfield there if they want to get something. Wealdstone, that's who they're playing against. Cheshunt sounds like a weird kids' TV show. Yeah, I mean, geography lesson for you now. Would you know where Cheshunt is? I know it's a town, and I think I've drove past it as well. It's kind of in the you can kind of say it's in Greater London, I'd say. I've definitely driven past it before, Cheshunt, but yeah, that's who Chelmsford would have to play against. Blue Terrier with a big Jacko in the chat, with no surprise, as Ben Jackson has made it 3-3 for Huddersfield against Luton Town. Maybe we could get some more goals. Right, couple of substitutions. So Shea Ojo's off. Mark Harris is going on for Cardiff. And there should definitely be some substitutions for Blackburn too. Yeah, hang on a minute. I need to go to the right game. Yeah, so double substitution for Blackburn. Buckley out, Morton on, Dolan out, Hurst on. But Joe Walls is also now on the pitch as well for Cardiff. I didn't get to see who he replaced. So technically, Cardiff have made 3 subs, but one of them was from an injury. If we're talking about tactical substitutions, both managers have made 2 substitutions. 61 minutes in. No, and I think it will stay that way. Although here's Callum Robinson. That's a good ball to Harris. No one's there to receive it well. The kind of place in the box. Shot over. If you're going to have a player with you can deliver a crossing, why aren't you in the penalty box? I'm seeing Mark Harris with an abundance amount of space, and I mean, I would have questioned if he was offside based on his arm. But there's no Cardiff player in the box. You need to get into the box, Cardiff. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a lack of confidence, lack of stamina. I don't know. But there definitely needs to be more people in the box. If you are fearing that your backline won't be protected, if I can speak, you need to learn to trace back. You need to learn, to make sure that we are not... I lost my train of thought. Right, I'm just looking at more comments. But Club Brugge are 2-0 up now. I'll tell you what, Club Brugge are winning their group now. They've got a really big lead from the rest now. Bartlett 3-1, Oldham 2-2. You might as well go to sleep. Oh, can I go to sleep? Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to finally get some nice sleep. And I'll be able to sleep with Nee Hendry going in my eardrums as well. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Just the commentary makes it feel like an ASMR moment. I didn't know Cardiff had the second best defence in the league. And actually, although no, scored the less goals. No, that's not conceding. So yeah, Cardiff have only scored 8 goals this season, and only Preston have scored fewer with 3. So to be fair, 8 goals is not dreadful, but considering the amount of games that they played, this is game week 13 now, technically. I mean, with 12 games being played, that means you get 33% chance of not scoring a goal, and that definitely needs to go. That rate does need to go down. 5-1 Napoli. Yeah, just saw it now. 5-1 to Napoli. It's a name I can't say. I'm so sorry if I'm going to butcher it. We already knew about Liverpool and Rangers. Raspadori for 9.3. Kavara Teixeira. Oh, that was not too bad, actually. I think that was almost spot on. Interman Barcelona still 1-0. Still 0-0 between Frankfurt and Spurs. Quite a few questions being asked about Spurs. Whether Conte's just been a bit too cautious. Still no other goals in League One. I'm a bit concerned that Ipswich have not scored yet. And no other goals in the Championship either. You know, I really want it to especially see Bristol City and Coventry to potentially get a goal. Charles, should be a pen. That, no pen given? Wow. Okay, well, Sawyers is off and Rules is on. That looked like a pen to me. Well, I hope they show a replay. That's all I'm going to say. I was a bit distracted going through the rest of the games. I think Ayala is the one that originally conceded the tackle, and Ayala is a bit like a clumsy elephant when it goes down to tackling in the box. But I don't know. That's a good run there. Also going off his line, being a bit risky there. Tempo all of a sudden has now gone up in this game. It's now got the intensity of the feeling that, you know what, let's try and score some goals. And that is what I like. I'm just upset that that sort of intensity wasn't shown within minute 1. It's Ndunkuku. It's got a D in his name, actually, so I don't know if it's a silent D, but I don't want to say Nkuku because if Chelsea get Nkuku, I'm going to get him very confused. Callum Robinson, good tackle by Ayala. Back to Ryan Winter, who had a pretty good game, I would dare say. Oh, just a final product again from Cardiff laying them short. Right, please show me that moment again. I need to see if it was a pen. So Smodix, Ayala giving the ball away. Oh, now then. Okay, so Robinson gets the ball. Let's see. That actually might have been the most perfectly timed tackle. I need to see it again because Ayala doesn't get much of the ball. And the follow through is quite dangerous. But I actually think he does get the ball first. What was that state that came up on the screen at the Cardiff versus Blackburn game about Coventry? I think of that stat, it was basically the fewest goals scored, Darraj. So Coventry have scored the second fewest goals, which, you know, part of the excuse is because they've got many games in hand. They've had many of their games postponed. Smodix is going off the pitch, and Bradley Dack is coming on for Sammy Smodix there. He might just be what they need, Blackburn, just to get something from this. Lequan, welcome back to the stream. Ben Brereton Diaz is off as well, and Sam Gallagher is replacing him there. So Blackburn have made 3 substitutes now, and so have Cardiff. Cardiff looking still a bit more dangerous. Harris in the right hand side. Oh, good play. Rose. Oh, not the best pass. In Dooku now. Headed away. And it's a corner. Right, let me just show you the table. Also, actually, well, let's look at this first. One handball. Corner. The Cardiff fans are raging. They felt they should have had a penalty with the Ayala tackle. And they're claiming for handball here. For me, not a pen for that, to be honest. So it's Nkuku there. It's more Pecs than... Yeah, kind of Pecs to shoulder. So not a pen. That was a good corner, but it was headed away. Nkuku to Gerald Rintle, cleared away. Blackburn kind of living a bit dangerously here. What I was going to show was just show you the current standings. Sheffield United, Norwich, Reading, still the top three, but QPR up to fourth. Blackburn up to fifth. Burnley fall down. Sunderland with 17 points. Luton fall down a couple of places because they're not beating Huddersfield now. And because Huddersfield are now getting a point as it stands, they will not be at the bottom of the Championship. That is pretty much everything I've needed to show you guys in terms of the table. Hartlepool are 2-1 up? Have they completely turned it around? Jack says 15th. Yeah, great achievement for Birmingham so far. Need to see with all of these games. So, all right, yeah, free kick awarded to Cardiff there. No other goals in League One. Yeah, Hartlepool have completely turned it around. So 86th minute, what a moment to score that goal as well. Hartlepool, this will be a really huge win in their season if I can get it. So Barcelona looked like they had equalised, but it has been disallowed. Bromley now 2-0 up against Boreham Wood. No other goals between Notts County and Wrexham. It looks like Notts County may be the team that edge out Wrexham here, unless they can find a late moment. You know, they've been very keen, Wrexham, with their late drama. Cross comes in. Looks like it was Harris have just won the header, but didn't guide it towards goal, sadly. 70th minute, still 0-0, and honestly, I think it's going to stay that way. I've still not really seen enough for me that's going to suggest that we're going to get some goals. And honestly, if it goes full time now, I'm going to be a bit worried about what I've done in terms of my score predictions. Here's Joe Rules. Harris. Joe Rules again. Oh, decent shot actually. And a decent save from Kaminsky. I'm happy that they're actually taking a shot like a proper chance. Unfortunately, it's something that he can still do in his sleep. It's just not a powerful enough and enough strike, sadly. Porto are 1-0 up against Leverkusen, and that's really upsetting for Leverkusen because they had a Callum Hudson-Odoi goal disallowed, and now they're behind in this game. Sanusi scores for Porto to make it 1-0. I didn't mention the second goal by Club Brugge, but I didn't say who scored it. It was Ferran Jutgla who scores up with Buchanan getting the assist. Here comes Blackburn again. They've struggled a bit, to be honest. Harris. Oh. Harris. Rules. Oh. Bit of a tumble there. Just it's still kept alive by Nkuku there. Rena Motta now. He's up against Callum Britton. And Callum Britton gets ahead of him, but he does concede a corner. Right, a little bit more going on, I would actually dare say. Bit more pace and energy, and when you include more pace and energy, you're more likely to get goals. Shock horror. Charlie wants Norwich to score. I really want Reading to score. Blackpool prediction is spot on. For God's sake. I need to start predicting more 0-0 draws, honestly. It's a throw-in for Blackburn there. To be honest, I predicted, I think, a 1-1 draw with Sunderland and Blackpool, so I wouldn't mind too much if it's 0-0, because it means I'll get 1 point. It's only like a 2-point difference from you, isn't it? It looks like I'm going to get QPR wrong. Cardiff and Blackburn, unless Cardiff score, I'll get that wrong. Reading need to score 1, which I've got a bit of time to do. Bristol City Coventry, I'll get 1 point because I predicted a draw. Luton need to score 1 goal to get 1 point. So, yeah, it's not been the best of midweeks in terms of predictions. Chelsea are 1-0 up. A goal? A goal for... Yeah, we do actually have a goal in League One, surprisingly. It has gone to the way of Cheltenham as well. A bit of a shock lead, you would dare say. 87th minute, Ryan Broom in Dulu. I think that's how you say that. That's a huge goal for Cheltenham because Cheltenham were quite... look at that. They managed to win their last game, but with back-to-back wins currently, they're now on 14 points. You know, before those back-to-back wins, they were, you know, right in the mix of the bottom four. And 2 wins now would definitely put Cheltenham in a safe position. Now, Plymouth and Sheffield Wednesday are drawing. So Ipswich, if they can just get a win against Cambridgeshire. Wow. So they wanted a pen and the crowd thought it was a pen. But it was actually given for a free kick for Blackburn there. The crowd's not liking this referee, which is, you know, not surprising. Colchester have indeed equalised. I did see that, which is really, really good. Finally, that they've managed to get something sorted. Tom Eastman, oh my goodness me, he's still playing. Makes it 1-1. We've got more substitutions coming in. It looks like Philogene Bidace is coming on for Callum O'Dowda. Is that the only substitution happening? That will be the 4th substitution for Cardiff. I think Ayala's also going, or is it just a... So here's that again. Yeah, it's a free kick to Blackburn. The crowd didn't like it, but yeah, based on what I've just seen in the replay, it's definitely a free kick. 75th minute, 15 minutes left to potentially survive this. Oh my days. This has been one of the worst. Oh, a goal! Oh my god, okay. Ipswich have scored. Wow. Let's just show it. Ipswich have scored. Tyrese John Jules. Literally 5 minutes since coming on as a substitute scores. And Tyrese John Jules is one of the most polarising players in my office. Some really love him. Some really can't stand him pretty much. But that's a big moment. All would be forgiven. It looks like Cambridge being very tough to break down. Finally, their defence has been breached. And this puts Ipswich on 27 points and top of the league. That's a big moment. Ipswich do have to play Derby quite soon. But considering they've played against Sheffield Wednesday, Portsmouth, Plymouth, and now Cambridge in their last 4 games, the fact they're still top of the league is very encouraging. They've already played against Bolton and Barnsley as well, actually. I'm still waiting for them to play against Peterborough, I believe. They've already played Accrington, Exeter. I'm still waiting for... I don't actually know about their away games, but next game is against Morecambe, who are bottom of the league. But they do tend to struggle against the lower league teams, Ipswich, you know. No one likes the FOFs. Philogene! Oh, just wide. Ipswich goal. Good save from Maxwell by the looks of things, according to Charlie there. I would assume it is Maxwell in goal. I don't think we didn't cover the lineups for Sunderland and Blackpool. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Maxwell is in goal. He is indeed in goal, but I should have seen this coming. Still no Sims and still no Ross Stewart, and they're just not going to be scoring as many goals, Sunderland, unfortunately. Oh, chance for Blackburn. Oh, just wide. My goodness me. I think Kipre came to the rescue there. I thought this was going to be it. Or probably would have been offside, honestly. Well, Colchester have completely turned it around. They're now 2-1 up against Charlton within the final minutes. Akinde scores to make it 2-1. And Eastman with an assist. So Eastman scored 2 goal contributions. How about that? It'll be the first win of Matt Bloomfield's Colchester. Long may it continue. Red card in Ajax and... not Rangers, Ajax and Napoli. Ajax down to 10 men. Dusan Tadic with 2 yellow cards. But there's been no other goals in the Champions League, actually. It's been relatively quiet now. All of a sudden, we've got a couple of goals to talk about in Ipswich 2 up. Right, this is what they needed. And this was another thing they kept saying. A lot of people in office say that a lot of the time they just see Ipswich get to 1. Oh, I think it's literally just the pressure from Kipre just puts off Gallagher enough to not put it on target. But yeah, one thing that they criticise them for is that they can't go 2 up. Now, this is a bad result for Ipswich. Plymouth, 2-1 now. Sam Cosgrove, Ennis with the assist. Plymouth have done really well. I've got to say, 28 points out of a possible 36 is impressive. So, as it stands, because of Sheffield Wednesday not being able to win in this game, it does look like that Plymouth will stay top of the league. And Sheffield Wednesday will have a 4-point gap between them and Ipswich. And there will only be 2 points ahead of Portsmouth, where they have got 2 games in hand. All of a sudden, now League One's starting to now have the drama. Maybe we have to wait. Oh, Callum Robinson! And, okay, it was offside. Sunderland and Blackpool, by the way, has ended 0-0 full time. So, Charlie, you did indeed get that score prediction correct. Still 3-3 between Luton and Huddersfield. Still 1-0 to QPR. If that's another away win for QPR, they've got a real serious amount of momentum there. Reading 1, Norwich 1. Attack momentum going a bit back and forth right now. A Reading goal would do me very nicely for my predictions. And then Cardiff Blackburn, still 0-0 of course now, which is just grey, isn't it? Here's Hurst. Oh, here's Ryan Hedges. Oh, that's a good ball, but headed away. Ah, just the ball being pinballed, but it's just not finding to the right player at the right time. Can Dak win that? He does win the ball, although he does get tackled pretty easily there. 81st minute. That'll be a Cardiff. Oh no, not a Cardiff throw. It'll be a Blackburn throw, and Callum Robinson's not happy about that. You know what? I'm with you. I thought that was a throw for Cardiff there. Cheltenham Bolton has ended 1-0 Cheltenham, and Fleetwood Burton has ended 1-0 to Fleetwood. 2 good results there. Napoli have scored a 6th against Ajax. Oh! What a goal! Out of absolutely nothing! Mark Harris! What a finish! I was not expecting that. Oh my goodness me! Incredible! That's a new note that I've not hit before. It literally came out of absolutely nothing. I wasn't talking about it because I didn't think a chance would be made from that. So, what happened to it? Just what a goal! What a brilliant goal! So, it was well done by Village and Bides actually keeping the ball alive there. Then Robinson. And what a pass that is. Harris just outside of the penalty box. What a strike that was in the top right corner. No goalkeeper is saving that. Not a chance. Wow. I need a Blackburn goal now. Well, I predicted a Cardiff win. I think I said 2-1 Cardiff rather than 1-0. I'll need to remind myself what I predicted there. Huddersfield red card, says Jack. Wow, my voice is really... my voice is on the edge now. There is indeed a red card, but it has ended 3-3. That's a good result. Oh, it's still in play, actually. That can still... Right, free kick awarded to Cardiff's way there. It has ended Bristol City 0, Coventry 0. It has ended 3-3. Kasumi with 2 yellow cards. Okay. but it didn't matter because it's still 3-3. It has ended 1-0 QPR. That's a huge win for Rangers there. Then you've got Cardiff and Blackburn still 1-0 there. And Norwich and Reading 1-1 there, but a 2-1 win to Reading will be really good for my predictions there. But yeah, this is what it's looking like at the moment. I mean, I'm just seeing this here. I think they're a little bit lucky, Cardiff, for not conceding a penalty here. Sam Gallagher has been booked for it, though. If VAR was there, they definitely would have been looking at that there. Potentially, I think it should have been considered as a penalty for Blackburn there. Give us a goal, Blackburn, says Charlie. It's getting more about the predictions now. I'm very surprised that my celebration didn't scare Gatsby, but he's still asleep. How is he sleeping through this? He's not human. Well, obviously he's not human. But it should be humanly possible. Plymouth do hang on for that 2-1 win against Sheffield Wednesday. That's a huge result. A statement win, I would dare say. Plymouth to beat Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday at home park. They have had a flawless home record with 6 wins in a row. That is why Plymouth are right up there in the table. Plymouth not been quite as prolific away from home, but they still have been relatively good as a whole. You know, only that, you know, just I remember that 5-1 defeat they had against Charlton, and I thought the wheels have fallen off, but they've completely turned it around. Ipswich will be right up there as well. Their home record's been relatively good, 3 wins and 2 draws, but their away record has been mostly good as well. Although in their last 2, they've not won, but to be fair, those ones were difficult. Sheffield Wednesday and also Plymouth, of course, that they lost out to. No other goals to update you there. 90th minute now between Reading and Norwich. We're reaching the last 5 minutes. I don't think there'll be a lot of stoppage time either. Oh, I thought that was going to be a good attack by Blackburn there, but just misses out. Notts County do beat Wrexham full time. That means Notts County overtake Wrexham at the top of the National League. That could be a huge moment in the competition to get automatically promoted to League 2. Chesterfield make it close. It ends 2-3 to Dagenham and Redbridge there. So they only lose out by 1 goal in the end. But it's still a defeat for Chesterfield, and Chesterfield could have had a really big advantage to gain some ground off Wrexham there, but they didn't, which I think they may regret, to be honest. This is like a really good goal. I tell you what, goals have been hard to come by tonight, but when we've seen them, they've been absolutely stunning. If someone wins at Leasing Stadiums, they go top. Yeah, Reading will be joint top because they won't be sure. In fact, I think despite Sheffield United losing, I think Reading will be joint on points, but they won't overtake Sheffield United's goal difference. But Norwich certainly will. This is a good ball. Oh, Bradley Dack. Oh, that's an exquisite ball. But the touch from Bradley Dack is awful. And unfortunately gets the chance away from him. I mean, that is an incredible pass. I didn't see who it was. Oh, my God. Beautiful ball, and that really deserved a goal. But sadly, Bradley Dack, he has a really poor touch on him. It really let him down there this time. I'm trying to figure out who did the long ball, and I think it was someone who came off the bench, because I don't think it was it. I think it was Tyler Morton, actually, who did that long ball there. God, that could have been it. That really could have been Blackburn's chance here, because that pass was so good. Bradley Dack was practically put in a one-on-one situation, but Dack, all he needed to do was to get a good touch on the ball, hit the ball on target, and that would have been a goal. Easy. Still potentially chance for maybe at least one more goal. Yeah, I said 2-1 Cardiff. So far I've got one, two, three, 3 points. Oh dear me. 3 points I've got so far. Because I've got 3 correct results. 3 correct outcomes, but not results. Oh, well, to be fair, I got 7 last weekend, so I'd only need to get like 4. Oh, Blackburn looking really close. Blackburn have actually upped their game a little bit since going behind. Both teams, I do think, will struggle if they do not have any more confidence in their attacking play going forward. It's still 1-1 between Reading and Norwich. Oh, God, if I see a Reading goal pop up right now, that would really, really help my predictions. Right, Rina Mota. It looks like they're trying to get the second Cardiff now, although Callum Robertson's got other ideas. He's going to pass it to the corner flag. It's 4 minutes. I'm a bit surprised about that. I was thinking maybe 3, but they somehow found 4 minutes from somewhere. We didn't even have many stoppages, to be honest. Oh, good defending again by Kipre. I tell you what, Kipre defensively has been probably the best defender this game. Absolutely brilliant. And I actually think the problem which you have sometimes with physical defenders, sometimes they don't use their body in the right way, and sometimes they can be a bit overzealous, concede very silly fouls, get sent off quickly. But when you use your body intelligently and correctly, you are a handful to try and deal with. And Cedric Kipre has just used his body the right way tonight, and it has been a big contribution to why Blackburn have barely made Allsop sweat, to be honest. It is a free kick to Blackburn, 91st minute. It is full time between Reading and Norwich, 1-1. Cedric Kipre's player of the match. Did I not say he was the best defender? But they've even given him player of the match as well. I mean, Robertson would be up there, but yeah, Kipre probably a good one. For Blackburn do have a free kick. Can they potentially snatch something here? Header. Oh, chance. Oh, this could be a pen. Wow. This is big controversy. Right, okay. So, I am going to try and digest this for you guys in case you've not seen it. There's a penalty to Blackburn. 100% without a shadow of a doubt is a penalty to Blackburn. And in the 92nd minute, with only 2 minutes left, so Charlie, your 1-1 prediction in this game looks like will be fulfilled. Unless they miss. But what's controversial about this is that, okay, so the ball goes in. It's won by Ayala. It's a definite foul by Allsop, which is on Dominic Hyam. Yeah, definite penalty. But then what happens there is that the ball's kept in play by Tyler Morton. He passes it to Bradley Dack in an onside position and scores. But the referee has already blown the whistle and pointed to the spot. So that goal has been disallowed and the penalty will be taken instead. Oh my gosh. And Allsop's down getting treatment now, so we're going to get even more stoppage time. Basically, in a way, it looks like Cardiff have thrown this away. Literally look like that they've thrown it away now. Liverpool 2-0 full time. What do you mean you... Oh, I would say you and Jack need this, but I don't need this. That's 1 point that I'm going to lose now. Ryan Allsop, why can you just not be a twat for like 1 moment? Oh, and that's great. Saved 0 out of his 10 pens face. Bloody hell. How could you literally throw it away here? Well, the question is, it's not Ben Brereton Diaz taking it. It's Hurst that's taking the penalty this time. This could be a salvageable point for Blackburn here if they can get it. It's officially the 94th minute now. Stoppage time technically ends. Steps up. Saved! Oh my god, it's a save! He's actually saved a penalty! Ryan Allsop goes the right way. It's not a good penalty at all by Hurst. He guesses the right way. It's not even the best of pushes, but it is enough to get the ball away out of danger. Oh my goodness me. Hurst will be in it, literally having his head in his hands. It's not a great penalty, I've got to be honest. Just seemed a bit predictable. Didn't even have the biggest amount of power. And it really lacked elevation as well. So if you guessed the right way, it was an easy save. And lo and behold, that's exactly what Allsop did. He guessed the right way. He's actually saved a penalty. In the 11th time of asking, he has saved a penalty. Oh, and Gatsby, no. Gatsby's just left. Oh dear, Charlie. He's not happy with Hurst. What are the chances of Coventry keeping a clean sheet against Burnley on Saturday after keeping 3 clean sheets in a row? It's not impossible, but I don't know. If it's at Turf Moor, I'd be a bit worried. But if it's at the CBS, then there's always a chance. Charlie, you got to, you can't just unleash your disappointment and your resentment for one player because they miss a pen. Look what happened when we did that to the England players. It ultimately destroyed them. I know it's a bit of a different game of circumstances, but we need to leave him alone. It's tough missing a penalty. I've been there where you step up, you think you've got the corner of the goal. And the most devastating thing is that you think you've hit it well and it strikes over. This could be game over here because Cardiff are into the box. Good defending. And that's it. That's a full-time whistle. So this game felt like it was going forever. It has ended. Cardiff 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. I'm going to spend 2 more minutes on the stream because honestly I really want to go in. I really want to go to bed, to be honest. So I'll just go through all the results, show you through the whole table, and I'll answer any more questions, and that'll be it. Okay, so let's go through the results. So the first one was Bristol City 0, Coventry 0. Looking like Bristol City with slightly stronger attack momentum there. Stats will suggest 10 shots to Coventry, 3 in target each. Very even game by the looks of things. 3-3, definitely the best game between Luton and Huddersfield. Even, look at that, 2 yellow cards in 3 minutes for Kasumi. What on earth was he doing? But it was Carlton Morris starting with an own goal, then Adebayo scored 2, and then you got the Jordan Rose penalty sandwich in between that. Jordan Clark made it 3-2 just before half-time, but Ben Jackson's the hero to make it 3-3 Huddersfield, and that gives them a point, and that means that Huddersfield are not bottom of the championship after this week day. Sunderland and Blackpool 0-0. It looks like a game of 2 halves. Sunderland did well first half, but Blackpool doing well second half, which is interesting to say the least. So 10 shots to 3. At Blackburn, 10 shots to 5. Yeah, it did look like that it was a game of 2 halves. Sheffield United and QPR. Looks like it was mostly Sheffield United, but QPR had that small spell here, and they got that goal. Chris Willock, Ethan led with that connection there. Stats wise, 65 to 35. Look at 21 shots there, with only 10 for QPR, but only 5 of them on target as well. So that is under a quarter of their shots being on target, which could seem as a bit of a concern. Looking at 11 shots off target, which is most of their shots. Cardiff and Blackburn, I watched it, and it did look like that Cardiff were the better team for most of the game. Blackburn did have a couple of moments where they looked a little bit dangerous there, but the goal was a stunner. Mark Harris, Callum Robinson with the assist. It was a really dull game, but it was worth the wait to see that incredible goal. And controversy at the end, George Hurst having a penalty missed as well, and Ryan Allsop saving his first ever championship penalty at the 11th time of asking. Finally, Reading and Norwich has ended 1-1. Sargent taking the lead, and then Hendrick equalising 10 minutes after that. Then a couple of changes. By the looks of things, Norwich looked more likely to get something out of it. But Reading actually had more shots. Found Norwich only having 7 shots in that whole game. And only 1 on target. I don't think I'm impressed with Norwich's performance here. I gotta say, 1 shot on target and 1 goal. Great clinical action there. But in terms of the whole game, I think Norwich fell a bit short in this one. 7 corners, so looking a bit wasteful for trying to get stuff from corners. 0 big chances, but 1 big chance missed for Norwich. Right, well, that big chance could have been the one that killed the game. But it ends 1-1, and with the table, Sheffield United, Norwich, Reading, QPR, Burnley, and Blackburn in the top 6. Despite Blackburn losing, they're still in the top 6, actually. We've still got more games to cover tomorrow, and that includes Watford, Swansea, Burnley, Stoke, Hull, Wigan, Middlesbrough, Birmingham, Rotherham, Millwall, and Preston, West Brom. That should be interesting. Whether I'll be streaming one of those games tomorrow, I'm not too sure, but I'll definitely find out very, very soon. Anything else? Okay, I would look at the rest of the table, actually. So, this is what we're looking at the mid-table position. So, Cardiff, after this win, actually got up to 13th, which is a good recovery on their part, actually. And I do have a feeling they will be given full-time job now, actually. I don't think Cardiff will need to change their managers now at this point. Rotherham will be an interesting one, which if I'm streaming tomorrow, I'll be talking about their recent appointment of Matt Taylor as their new manager from Exeter City. But then for the bottom 4, Coventry, despite getting that point, still rock bottom. They've got 2 games in hand with 3 points left, to potentially bridge. Huddersfield with a draw puts them on 8 points out of 11 games, and then Middlesbrough still in 22nd with West Brom just above them. So that, I think, is everything that I need to say today. Oh dear, Charlie. I would score that pen. No, I'm telling you, I wouldn't do it. If you're streaming tomorrow, I'll be here because I'll be watching Blues beating Borough. Ah, well, fair enough. I like that confidence. Right, so guys, thank you for support today. We gained 90 likes, I think. If anyone's not liked, please do like the stream, by the way, because apparently we're 1 like away from 20 likes, which would be a brilliant, I wouldn't say brilliant, but it'll be a decent job for this stream today, so thank you so much for that. In terms of subs, we've stayed the same, 1479, but we didn't lose any, so there's always a plus in that way. No donations either, but, I've got to accept it was just, I think Streamlabs not working and disconnecting just didn't help either. But regardless, it has ended. Cardiff 1, Blackburn 0. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be watching, potentially streaming another game tomorrow. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, that's literally all I got to say. I'm really tired, so I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary for joining this stream. And as always, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you everyone for turning up. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care, everyone.